Alrighty then, folks. Let's go ahead and get this party underway. There we go. We got some news and announcements coming through here. Like I said, free to play is still available, and for the next few days there is still a sale going on to purchase ESO and ESO Necrom. So you might want to take advantage of that shit. And fast. Before I forget, spoilers and ESO spoilers. So yes. Got all this stuff here. We've got the Crown Showcase here for August. I go around. Shit. Do it. There we go. And there we go. Now we can get started with all the fun stuff. You make it. And get started with our wonderful East March storyline. Broad pipe, ladies and gentlemen! Ah, yes. That helps. Ah. Ah, yes. Experience boost! Oh, fucking hell yes, for the next day in 21 hours. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is where we are clicking in with the main, or with our streaming character right now. Bounces without rhythm. Yes, I picked the whitest Argonian name you could probably get, aside from Steve Richard Ellis. Yes, and I literally turned him essentially albino. So yeah, you're welcome. Oh. Let's see, Major Brutality, Major Sorcery, Major Gallop. Increase all primary stats. And increased experience. And that's not even taking into account the other shit. So yes, this is gonna be a fun couple of days. Captain Amar.
It's about time Windhelm sent someone. What took you so long?
Well, aside from being permanently semi-winter, Mirrorstone Store Club sent me.
Just you? I hope you're tougher than you look. Sorry, I don't mean to sound ungrateful, but We're in trouble out here.
Oh, really? Do tell.
The Storm Fists came out of nowhere and forced us to retreat from the fort. We escaped, as did Lieutenant Koruni and a few of the soldiers. I don't know what the Storm Fists want, but we haven't seen that clan around here for almost a decade.
Well, thank God Thane Mara sent me over here. What can I do to help?
Koruni sent word that she plans to sneak into the central barracks. If you could liberate the soldiers that were captured during the battle, you could assist the lieutenant when she tries to retake the barracks.
I'll free the captured soldiers and meet up with your adjutant Koruni.
Good luck freeing our soldiers. I'll stay here and wait for the detachment from Windhelm to arrive.
You do that. I got questions.
Anything to help with your mission, but we must be quick about it.
Any plans about Fort Morven? What's so special about Fort Morvenscar?
Fort Morvenscar's primary purpose is to protect the royal tombs beneath it. Most of our departed rulers are buried here, including our dearly missed Queen Nernhild. Beyond that, it doesn't really hold any military significance.
Okay, so basically to protect against necromancy, we got that. Who are the ticket?
The Stormfist clan hasn't been seen in these parts in almost 10 years. Back then, they supported the traitor Filgor. I received word that Lieutenant Korune plans to try to infiltrate the central barracks and take out the leader of these invaders. Meanwhile, I need to wait here for Windhelm soldiers to arrive. Then we'll sweep in and join the lieutenant.
Alrighty then. We have a reward that's waiting to be claimed, obviously. We got that. And then we got this. We'll go through all that, unfortunately, but...
Finally! Hurry up and untie me. I want to get out there and crack some heads.
Here you go, meet Koruni in the barracks. Keep your head down.
All right.
Follow Queen Nernhild.
Thank Kine. I thought the captain forgot about me.
He didn't. Let me untie you and rendezvous with Lieutenant Koruni at the barracks.
I'm on my way.
Sure. Lord soldiers drive away.
Captain Hamar and Lieutenant Koruni finally sent some... Thanks.
Alright, rendezvous with the lieutenant then.
Have you come to kill? Thanks.
There we go. Dr. Koruni.
You rescued my soldiers. For that, you have my thanks.
Happy now? What's next?
We are ready to take back the barracks. I need you to deal with the invaders' commander, the Nord called Halskar. Find his orders. We need to know what's going on. They should be someplace safe, not far from wherever you find the lout.
Alright, gotcha.
Feeling about you.
Let's go. Defeat the warlord Halskar. Climb! Strongbox search.
I am Nernhild, Queen of the Nords. I come to you from Sovngarde with an urgent demand.
Okay.
The relics you took from that strongbox were stolen from the royal tombs beneath Fort Morvenskar.
Yeah.
Return the relics to their rightful places in the tombs below, of course. What else would you do with them? Accomplish this task, and I shall forever be in your debt.
Si, senora!
Meet me behind this building, at the entrance to the tombs. I shall wait for you there.
Si, senora! Oh, and orders to Halskar. Halskar, use the tunnel in the Royal Crypt to capture Fort Morvenskar. Remember, our purpose here is not to hold the fort, however, just to get the soldiers out of the way long enough to accomplish our true goal. Get that through your thick skull, for everything else depends on that. Tender your word, soldiers will come in force, and when they do, we must fade away. Our prize is buried beneath the fort. Taking Morvenskar was always just a means to an end. For as long as you can, and then retreat to the burial vaults beneath. My traitorous brother will never suspect our true goals here, and his soldiers will never find the time to stop us. Make sure you keep any important relics you find locked up tight. Never trust anyone with treasure is involved, but our primary goal must be to secure the remains and transport them out of there as quickly as possible. Filled for workday. Amulet. Truce of the North. Orders to Halskar. Yeah. Lieutenant Karumi.
The barracks are clear. How did you fare against Halskar?
He's dead, but I found these orders in a lockbox along with the
Look at
relics.
those orders. I see. These orders make it sound like the Stormfist wants something from inside the royal. Just what I know. Skyrim's royal family and their honored servants are interned below. Well, the dead ones anyway. The fort was built to protect the crypts. They are precious relics to be sure, but nothing to make these brigands risk so much.
Well, they were in the box with Halskar's orders.
Well, there you have it. Thievery and desecration. Still, these orders seem to imply there's more to it than that. Go on, check. Woman? What woman? Well, they do say Queen Nirnhild, our beloved.
Ben Nerney. Talk to Nirnhild. Whoa. Oh, somebody wanted to get fresh.
I need healing.
And you are dead. Have a nice afterlife. Nirnhild.
I've been waiting for you to arrive.
What you need to do, Madge?
The relics you recovered are very important. When they were removed, it disturbed the drop.
Simple enough.
Simple about this matter. You must return the relics to the exact spot they were taken from.
Alright. You got this. Because if I remember correctly, the relics are in certain places. First relic is relatively simple. Find burial chamber number 1. Turn. Draugr! Of course. Turn Old Lord Cup. We got Nurnhill to provide hints. So,
This chamber contains the remains of the honored cupbearers. I believe so. The old Nord cup symbolizes an all I can tell you is that the cup holds the key.
Old Nord cup, simple, unadorned cup. Ornate definitely doesn't fit on the ornate altar. Or the nondescript. Simple on simple.
That appears to be the correct altar. Very good. I will see you in the next chamber.
Thank you. Wow, daily never done.
The book you carry belongs on this pedestal. However, a page was torn out when it was plundered. This chamber contains the remains of advisors who served. The book
Can you tell me
contains a
about
collection of ancient Nord proverbs. As you can see, a page has been torn out.
which page looks great?
And any pages you find. Matching a torn page with the right...
Okay, that should be relatively simple. Truths of the North. It's very palette. Here's when fed, the sun sits like a flower, and a young boy shed the boy through nose it could never bless. Either the day that shall come. Ant page seems to be the most likely. Meanwhile, back at the chicken ranch, let's go ahead and find ourselves some shit here to do.
That is not the right page. Try again, mortal. That is not the right page. Try again, mortal. Excellent. Who knew you could read ancient Nord? One chamber remains. Mine. Bring my amulet and meet me there.
Alright. Grab that. And then 1, 2, and a 1, 2, 3.
This is wrong. Something is terribly, terribly wrong.
I'm gonna explain the open caskets. What's the matter?
My body. The crown of freight. No. Layers of magical protection engulf the interred. Any storm, my brother. Has all honor deserted him? Why would he do anything? Fildgor. Go, quickly. Perhaps you can catch him before he gets away. You must retrieve my mortal...
Alright, looks like Fildgor's got some explaining to do.
Make sure that no one gets past you, Shakul. Cover my escape.
He's in cradle thrust by now.
Alright, and then, before we go... Get that. Get his ass. Check our endeavors. 4 dangerous foes. Should be easy enough to do. So... And then you can start turning a woodworking table. Let's go ahead and give him the bad news. And tack on grave robbing to his list of crimes.
Oh, you're back. Lieutenant Karuni's plan worked perfectly. And she says she owes her success to you. Good job.
What happened?
While you were in the tomb, Karuni launched a strike against the invaders from the barracks. A detachment of soldiers arrived at Windhelm just in time to help us take back the...
Well, that's good news.
And thank you for your help, my friend. As long as we hold Fort Ravenscar, you are welcome here.
Good to know.
I no longer know my own brother's heart, but now I know yours. Even though Fildgor escaped with my crown and my mortal remains, you have performed a great service this day.
I'll find your body, crown, but I still gotta return your amulet to the tomb.
Keep the amulet. And as long as you carry it, we will always be connected.
Thank you. Color your armor. Commit to Magicka. And there we go. That should give us that. You definitely look semi-important.
Thanks for your help.
Lieutenant Karubi.
Great work today. Thank you.
Dankeschön.
With Fort Morvenskar back under our control, we should send word to the king. Let him know that the royal tombs are secure. Will you deliver a dispatch to Fort Amel?
Fort Amel. Here, you can go in there.
Yes. Reinforcements are the news. The king has gone to Fort Armor to meet with packed dignitaries. Take word of our victory to the fort. Speak to Thane Oda, Wolf Sister there.
I'll head to Fort Animal as soon as I can.
We're going to get the fort up and running again. My scouts report that the Stormfist are fortifying Cradle Crush to the southwest. It's an old oak fortress. If only we had the troops for such an action. Unusual sounds.
Cradle Crush may be a bit of an interesting one here. And Cradle Crush is a relatively close one. Thankfully, Fort Animal Wasteland's right there.
Why do you hate us not? What the Wind King declares us.
The number of wars. And now, item! Alrighty then. There was a reason for that. That astronaut counted as a dangerous foe. So. Hello. Yay! Thank Yeggy's drinking hole! We landed in a good place. Thank Yeggy's drinking hole. Respect all. Keep it clean, keep it quiet. Replace the mead. fourth one. I'll pick up the third one later. Woohoo! Inside out. The cantatas of the deck. The thief. Get some tinnitus plant done. Drop in on Thane Oda Wolfsister.
I must apologize. The champion of Windhelm?
Greetings, stranger. It looks like you have something for me.
Dispatch from Fort Mortenscar.
By all means, let me have it.
Excellent. The fort is back under our control, thanks to you. You've made quite a name for yourself amongst our soldiers, friend. Lieutenant Koruni in particular seems suitably impressed with your efforts.
Good to know.
They should really make the mugs bigger.
I need another drink like I need a head in the hole.
Perhaps some irony.
Formidable, comrade. Perhaps one day you'd care to spar with Razim, yes?
Perhaps. He seems so confident. Why is that?
This one is the Province General of Elsewhere. She has earned the name Iron Ear and fights like a champion of Tizrini Arena. You'd do well to watch your tongue, my friend.
It's raining. It's not every day we see one of those. I mean, he's soccer.
By the Divides, it's good to see you here.
Tell me a little bit about yourself.
Flaminius Octor, Province General of Cyrodiil, at your service. I've long had the privilege and honor of being the Guild's arm at the heart of the Empire. How I wish that was still the case.
What's going on?
I'm sure you heard of the unrest in Cyrodiil. 3 banners set upon the other. The sacking of the Imperial City, the death of the Imperial line. My time with the Guild has not been quiet.
Oracle.
You must be the one Merrick and Aleph have been talking about. Finally, we get some movement round here.
You seem uneasy.
By the green, I am uneasy. All this talk of death and magic. Give me something I can hit. I didn't become Province General of Valenwood through quiet meditation. I got this post through action.
Valkamar the Crude.
Ah, so nice to be holding this meeting in Skyrim. Perhaps later we can go for a run out to one of the Dragon Shrine ruins. Always a good fight, Stroga.
Aren't they myth dragons?
Ha! Aren't you a milk-drinking simpleton? Skyrim is littered with relics from the time of the dragons. Shrines, tombs. Trust me, comrade. Many are the lies and stories told to children. Dragons do not number among them.
Jonas Agrippa.
Peace be upon you, comrade. See you at my little meeting.
Your meeting.
Yes, comrade. My meeting. I am the Countess Hakruba, daughter of Tigonus, Flower of the Sands, and Province General of High Rock. This meeting was called at my request, as I have the honor of leading the council.
Guildmasters needed.
The Guildmaster sets the goals of the Guild as a whole. The council interprets her wishes at the province level. As head of the council, I resolve disputes and ensure we are working hand in gauntlet with the Guildmaster.
Right. Let's talk to Merrick.
My comrade, I am very glad to see you again.
What's going on? Who are these people?
This is the Council of Province Generals. They run the guild under the direction of the Guildmaster, and they're very concerned. I've been speaking to them about our experiences with the ghost of Yofnir and the attack on the Earthforge.
Make any decisions?
We feel... The Council feels we need to further investigate Yofnir's death. You will be their eyes and ears, with Aleph assisting you. She's gone to get some air outside. She can explain in more detail.
Alright, I'll go find
If
her.
you can get to the bottom of this, it's you and Aleph. She went for a walk to get some air. I think you'll find her near the docks. Stendar, guard your steps, my friend.
Tell me more about the province troops.
I'm sure you've seen some of the Council as you've traveled across Tamriel. Each represents a former province of the Empire, managing business there for the Guildmaster. Stendar give us strength.
Anything wrong?
Just amazing to think of this as the full Council. Skyrim, High Rock, Elsewhere, Valenwood, and Cyrodiil. Hardly the whole of the Empire. We've lost a number of generals over the last few years, and a few even quit after Yofnir died.
Doesn't sound good. What happened after the last time we spoke?
I finished what I could on the weapon, and we repaired the damage from the Daedric attack on the Earthforge. The core remains unfinished, though, while we deal with these plots.
And off here?
Aelif reached out to members of the Mages Guild. They tried to summon his spirit, talk to him. They failed. Aelif says something is preventing him from talking to us. I don't know much of such things, but I'm sure she has the right of it.
Arius sees all colors.
I wish I knew. I extend her Stendarr's grace, but the Council isn't willing to do the same. She disappeared from quarters after the attack on the Forge. They've actually ordered the rank and file to search for her.
You think she's behind us?
No, I don't. But I'm one of the few. Aelif has already made up her mind as well. Not only does she think Colors ordered the attack, Aelif's convinced she murdered Yofnir. Damn it.
Did you drink my drink?
Well, you'd have to have a talk with Aelif here.
It's a shame about all those Fort Zarin refugees. Thank goodness you
Aelif?
You have spoken to Merrick then, seen the council. It is about time we acted.
Good to see you too, Aelif.
This one apologizes, comrade. She has been urging action for some time. Finally, to be able to... We have been tasked with investigating Yafnir's death, yes? We should begin.
Well, it seems like you've already made a good start. Getting in touch with the Mages Guild on the flunk. Yeah.
Yafnir kept a room nearby. Aelif gave instructions no one was to be allowed inside until Aelif
I'll let
knew
you know.
she could trust you.
Why aren't you with the Council and Merrick?
Too many voices. All of them very important, used to being heard. They want this mystery solved, and they want it solved now. They are used to combat, direct action. All this thinking hurts their heads.
Not you.
Aelif would have hoped you'd notice by now. This one loves to fight, loves the thrill of combat. But a thorny puzzle, a tricky lock, a track to follow in the woods, just as much fun as a blade in a brawl.
Yup, you die.
We found him in his quarters, the endless sleep. It was very sudden, but at the time we thought nothing of it. Yafnir was getting old. Sooner or later, one of the faster blades would have made him sit down.
No signs of combat or struggle.
None. And slow though he was, he never would have gone to... What was it? Yes, Sovngarde. He never would have gone to Sovngarde without a fight.
ESO.
Anything out of place.
Basically, he died what was essentially appeared to be in his sleep. He was getting old. Sooner or later, somebody would have made his ass, shut his ass up permanent. But interesting choices for Yafnir's decorations. Will, however, be nicking a bunch of shit. Just so that we don't have to hear Aelif's disapproval. Let's see. Basically, once you're in here, steal everything not nailed down, then take a good look around. Dwarven gear. Gear resembles the ones from the Xenalt. It shows signs of having been recently cleaned. Make high descriptions around Central Look, you don't recognize the language. Interesting. A soul gem. Dark, empty, seems to be crusted dust in an age. Let's search in the backpack, as we see. Dwarven artifacts, gear, strips, other unrecognizable parts, clips of soul gem fragments at the bottom of the pack. Weird. He was about as. This is good as. Yafnir's journal. I've done all I can. For now, I've salvaged what I could of the situation. Took a few relics as trophies. I should be back out in the light soon enough. I can put these lessons to good use the next time I visit Roggenthar. The Dwemer constructs will set watch, keep the place safe. I don't want new visitors. The next time we meet, I'm going to end this. I can't let this go on any longer. I'll stop in Windhelm, see if I can't get a few supplies for the next trip. It's me. It's been far too long since I had a decent brew. Let's talk to Aleph.
What have you found?
Well, Yafnir visited a place called Roggenthar, spoke of meeting someone.
Interesting. Raggenthar is a dwarven ruin. Why would he? We must travel there, comrade. See if we can uncover more.
There was a soul gem and gem fragments in its words.
Now Aleph is truly surprised. The guildmaster had the magical prowess of a particularly slow horse. What was he doing at that ruin?
There were numbered Dwemer relics here.
Relics? Yafnir was no scribe. He was like most Nords this one has met. A Warhammer diplomat. The guild lost some contracts because of it, but the rank and file loved him.
Perhaps we should go to Windhelm as well. Sternal mentioned stop there.
Good thought. Perhaps some in the guild. There
Yes,
is a
I meet
bridge.
you. Alright.
Nice to see you, comrade. Our numbers aren't what they used to be. Live by the sword and all that.
Did you ever see Guild history off?
Sure, I remember him here, but not his business. I think he spoke with Akita a few times. I wish he was still around. Be interested to hear what he thinks of this contract, knowing the council's all torn up about it.
What do you mean by that?
Oh, you know. The Guild has always been about our short, simple contracts. One and done was the mantra a lot of the lads used. Now, this long-term thing with the anchors? The coin's good, but it's a big change. Not everyone likes it, that's all.
Gotcha. Thanks.
Welcome to the hall, comrade. I bet you've got some good tales to tell of our war on the anchors.
Well, I've actually talked about our engagement into Guildmaster. See off here.
Sure, of course. Had me set out some supplies for him a few times. He said he was going out to Ragnthar, that weird old Dwemer ruin. I kept telling him the mages had already emptied it out, but he kept telling me he needed to go.
What was that about the Mages Guild?
Oh, studying it and such. Ragnthar is weird. Unique, I guess you'd say. Temporospatial claudication. I think that's what they call it. Anyway, it means the ruins inside are all scooped out of time and space. There are entrances to the place all over Tamriel, but nobody knows where it really is.
Tell you why he's doing out there.
He said he was meeting someone, that he had to meet with them somewhere safe, that what they were talking about was very important. Guess that's why Yafnir went to the trouble of going to that weird old place.
Thanks for your time.
Looking to crack some Daedric skulls? I've got what you need.
Maybe another time. Did you ever see Guildmaster Yafir come through?
Yes, he actually visited a few times in the months before he died. Always came into town dirty and smelling like boots after a hard march. Never asked why. Didn't seem like a thing he was likely to tell me. Go carefully, comrade. Uncertain times in Tamriel. Only thing you can be sure of is a good weapon. What?
Curse my lot.
No, I understand. If you...
I never saw you. You never saw
Under all those.
You, over here.
And let's see. While we're here, we'll stop at the Mages Guild and do the Mages Guild quest. You could construct 10 at the woodworking table if I remember.
I hope you've got deep, loose pockets.
Alrighty then. We have all this stuff. Okay. That takes care of those. Okay. That's nice, dear.
Welcome. This one.
Away.
Follow, comrade. This one cannot wait to taste the air in Ragenthar.
Poor Lower Yogrim. What a crying
Yofnir
shame has
visits
turned
a
out to be.
remote Dwemer ruin just before his death. No coincidence. And now the guild openly opposes a Daedric prince. Risky, risky.
Well, this is Molly
To
B.
throw the guild against such power. Foolish.
Yeah, but it's Moloch
Remembers
Ball.
when we fought goblins, bandits.
Sometimes you gotta level up.
Small contracts, one and done, yes?
That's what I keep hearing. Sometimes, so.
Almost there. Be on your guard. And here we are, Ragenthar. Welcome. This one
Go
will
ahead.
just be a moment. The sound of gears. Watch yourself.
LinkedIn just decided, you know what, we're gonna go ahead and spam your fucking email. Hello, Mika. I hope you're having a good day, BTW. Sometimes it can get a bit interesting sometimes.
An impressive tactic. Are you a protective barrier? Not without your assistance. Ale will subdue. Prepare yourself. Move your paws quickly. Now, destroy the crystals. Good. Now to examine the body.
Little of the body remains. It's clear that this was once a North Sea looking red cage.
That did not sound good. It is a trap. An aurora here. Aleph is pleased to have you at her. They are called Aurorans. A strange... Let Aleph see. Perhaps... Aleph... Aleph will start the ritual.
Who summons me?
Hush, spirit. Aleph will ask the question.
What do you wish to know? I will tell you what I can.
Aleph demands the name of your murderer. Who killed you, Yafnir?
It was the Argonian. My subordinate sees all colors.
This one knew it would be so. Begone, spirit. Aleph is done with you.
I have done as you asked. Release me to walk in Sovngarde.
Go. Aleph will call for you again soon. Sovngarde indeed. You heard the guildmaster. Perhaps for you, this one has suspected all. Find American.
Great.
They're all the same. You don't stand a snowball's chance in a forge.
It's no wonder the palace is
Mage's Guild time. Talk to the last.
Shalador found you. Excellent. I've puzzled out the hints from that last book, and I'm afraid the news isn't good. Your next trial is in a particularly nasty part of the Shivering Isles, a place called the Chateau of the Ravenous Rodent.
Well, that sounds like a 4-star resort if ever I saw one. Should I remember the name?
Not unless you've spent your life poring over obscure Daedric tomes. The chateau is in the darkest part of Dementia, the Shadowland of the Shivering Isles.
The last? Are you alright? You sound like you have been in a monotone all day.
I'm fine, Adept. I'm just tired. It's become very draining to translate these tomes. Don't worry about me. I can open the portal to the Isles for you straight away, if you'll allow me.
Thanks a lot.
Ah, Zoxus, give me strength. I'm all right, Adept. I just didn't realize how tired I am.
The last? What's going on? There is something going on.
Let me answer your question with one of my own. Do you know of dementia and mania?
What?
The Shivering Isles, the Oblivion realm you've been exploring on Sheogorath's mad errands, is primarily divided into 2 spheres. In mania, the colors are brighter than bright. Beautiful flowers bloom and creatures skitter through the underbrush.
You're not answering my question then.
Dementia has dark shadows, overcast skies, and snarling beasts. Dark stone and rattling chains. That's why I'm so tired, Adept. Last night, my dreams were of dementia and the Chateau of the Ravenous Rodent.
How did the last time you do the chateau?
Uncle Robier's vegetable garden was surprisingly calming. But read into the subtext and things quickly become dark. It's the tale of a plantation.
Plantation, you say?
The book describes a well-appointed guest house. A beautiful maze where you can while away the afternoon in a sprawling manse with rooms upon rooms. Make of that what you will.
This is the last book I have true, right?
Auriel, make me truthful, I think so. Sheogorath speaks madness and breathes insanity. But when a Daedric prince strikes a deal, they tend to keep their word.
Tend to.
Well, think about it. He didn't have to give you any of the books if he didn't want to. If he's gone this far with his little game, why would he stop now?
Fair point. Alright, let's go ahead.
Oh, Zoxus, give me...
Go ahead and head on over to the Shivering Isles again. The Chateau of the Ravenous Rodent. The Fork Appellation, Gamble Putty or the Ambiguous Glove, the Everscamp with some scamp companions, and Lumberjack, aka one of my favorite weapons.
Welcome back to the Isles, Adept. We must be wary. This part of Sheogorath's realm is twisted and corrupt.
Well, Mitch Shaldor, do you have any sense of what we're going to be facing?
I'm not sure. I've never been to this part of the Shivering Isles before. We're after the final tome, though, so we have to assume he has something truly perverse waiting in the wings. Certainly Velost has suffered enough.
Right, there's something wrong with Velost.
Yes, it is as I said. She has worked herself night and day.
Not so fast there, Shalador. Only invited guests in the chateau. We have standards, you
Damn
know.
you, mad god!
Don't let the door hit you on the way out, Shally. And off you go. Just the 2 of us. Now we can talk in peace.
Sheogorath.
Ah, my little mortal. I'm a man of many personalities, but I tell you what, they're all very fond of you.
So what's the game this time, Sheogorath?
The game is a foot. Or a leg. In fact, all manner of stuff. But don't worry about that. I've brought you here because I've been watching you. You work too hard. You need a nice little vacation.
A vacation? Do we look like I can afford a vacation?
Of course! This is my chateau. It's me family's estate. Gets handed down from me to myself and so on and so on. I think you'll love it here. Or hate it. Oh, one of the two, certainly.
Bear with me a moment. I eventually have to do a little bit of work here. And turn on the game capture it. There we go. And chat box.
Ah, my little mortal. I'm a man of many... Of course! This is... Up the road behind me is our guest quarters. But silly me! All 3 rooms are already occupied. Frankly, they've overstayed their welcome. One of them, though, just not fitting in. Could you do me a favor? Could you tell him to shove off?
What's the catch?
Catch? Such an untrusting soul. If there were a catch, I'd say it's the 2 of my guests are murderous cannibals.
Yay!
Don't let anyone eat you. If anyone tries to kill you, kill him right back.
Thanks for the warning, I'll keep that in mind.
Try to relax.
Try to relax? While you're trying to figure out which one's not the cannibal. Easy. And of course, I cannot, for obvious reasons, technically promote any specific brand or style or whatnot specifically of cannabis, but I can recommend the following. You might want to consider having some right now.
Be wary. Talk to these guests carefully before you try to throw anyone out.
I can hear you, Shally! Don't bother my guests!
You're the only one that thinks you're funny, mad.
All right. Isn't it this door?
I can hear you moving.
Are you enjoying your stay?
No, not at all. There are things skittering around in here.
I'm supposed to evict one of Sheogorath's guests. They are not in here.
Oh, don't evict me. As long as I ignore the noise, it's quite nice in here. You can't see the poetry of my soul from behind a door. You can't look into my eyes and know that my mind is my own. You can't see the intensity of my truth.
Enjoy your stay. One of these things is not like the others.
I can hear someone out there. Hello?
Are you enjoying your stay?
Yes. Wait, no! Is the master playing his games again? Wait, I mean scenarios. I do enjoy his scenarios. They taste so yellow.
Well, I am supposed to evict one of the guests from the Ramada Sheogorath. Supposedly they're not fitting in.
Yes, yes! Evict me! Open the door right now! Or I'll peel off your face and wear it like a mask! I'll claw through this wood and tear out your succulent throat with my teeth!
Enjoy your stay at the Ramada.
Hello? Is someone there? I sent for room service hours ago.
Hello, are you enjoying your stay at the Sheraton dementia.
Yes, actually. It's very pleasant. Some odd things here and there, but overall... Look, are you room service or not?
Well, I was supposed to evict one of the Sheogorath guests from Sheraton. They're not fitting in.
What? Well, no throwing me out. Throw me out and I'll have my advocate drag you before the Alinor courts. We'll strip you of every coin you've ever earned, and every coin your sons will ever earn.
Well, three things, motherfucker. First off, Alinor don't have jurisdiction over me. This character pack bitch. Second off, quite frankly, if you take a look at the terms of your contract, you'll see that we have the ability to throw you out if you throw the vibes off. And third, most importantly of all, you try to drag me before the courts, we will countersue you in packed courts, which have long-arm statutes, and we will basically destroy your utter, complete family to the point where you will be dragged into debt-wage slavery. And third, most importantly of all, get the fuck out of here, bitch!
Fine then. My advocate will be contacted. I'll show myself out. But I'm not taking that dreadful portal.
That's a perfectly good portal! I should know! I made it!
Okay, well. Now that we've exited the chateau.
It's been so long since we had guests. You would have loved my old Uncle Leo back in the day. Charming dinner conversation. When he wasn't bringing up old girlfriends. Literally regurgitating them. Nasty habit.
Well, I evicted your guest. What's next?
Well, let's see. Now that you're settled in, you should tour the grounds. We have this lovely maze at the chateau. You simply must see it.
So I have to navigate a maze?
What
Fine.
do I need a reason for everything? Mortals, mortals, mortals. Oh, jolly good, you're getting it. I knew if we spent enough time together...
Whatever.
What bumps in the night now?
You faced darkness before, Adept. Remember
No,
your
Tiki
training.
Salador! Don't ruin this for me!
There we go.
Only 2 more to go. This trial is child's play.
I'm gonna bind you to haunt a little old lady in Wayrest. Does that sound fun, Sally?
There we go. Still, we're over here. Time for us to talk to Shigorth again.
So, what did you think? What was your favorite part?
83, what's left?
Confidence! Braggadocious! I want you to meet the family! Aye, we have an old rhyme about him. For like... Such! I want you to meet the
4
family!
lights in a
We
row.
have an old rhyme about him. Remember, vacations are about enjoying the little moments.
Are about enjoying the little moments, apparently. It's one of those times where we're like,
Those poor souls. Sheogorath's family.
How do you keep getting back in here? I blame Haskell.
Apparently not everything is under your control.
Not yet, anyway.
yeah, I'm gonna do a repair on this thing here soon.
Beautiful, aren't they? Isn't it beautiful? Now, just hold on. Well, you should. And before I give you the last tome, before I reward you and Shally for all your hard work, you need to meet one more That's Biosport. Too much, I'm afraid.
Let's get this over with.
Before you rip his skull open, will you?
Alright, alright. Some seasoning, some edge.
So proud. If you hadn't already murdered most of them.
Very, very good. Now, can I please have the damn book?
Always sad to see a good man die. Leo,
Uh-huh.
make you fight narwhals on the open ocean. I should. Yes, yes, well, I'm sure you and Shalador will be very happy with your new. Give Velast my best.
You've returned. Do you have the book?
Si, Senora.
You've done it. We have them all. Now I just need to closely study the books together as a set. And we should be able to find Shalador's island. Wish
Alright.
me luck, my friend. I'll need it this time round.
You're looking a little better.
Yes, Adept. I recovered quickly after you left. These books are like word labyrinths. There are layers of meaning upon meaning, endless research avenue. Like I said, just a little weird.
Adept, good to see you.
Good to see you too. Hold that thought. We need to head back to Fort Amel.
Why do you hate us, Nord? Your own king declared us allies.
Don't put words in my mouth.
What news do you have?
Dad, sees all colors killed you off here.
I didn't even want to let myself think it. When
Ayla summoned him.
did what? Stendar's breath, that's disgusting. I'll have to talk to her. Sees all colors will be found and thrown.
Alright, so. What we have left is relatively simple. Fucking hell, run. You, you, you. Alrighty then. We're gonna go ahead and grant a few dolmen. Right now. It is largely so that by the time we get to where we need to get to,
let's see if you can withstand the might of Gednar of Hell, Crimson Witch of Mournhold. My subjects failed me. They deserve to be destroyed. Pathetic attempts to save this world amuse me. Wretched mortals. World.
Bring forth the victim child!
Unexpected. I will call forth someone more worthy of your strength. The skins of those you love will fly as my weapon.
One more rotation should probably do us here, and then we can get forward here with the rest of the plot here for East March. If I cannot control your world, I will destroy it. Your strength will be rewarded one day. Philadelphia.
No such thing as junk.
Hungry then. Cotton, 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 cotton. Leather. Orchid. Chris. Deconstruct all 32.
Ooh, the clitter clatter of got plenty of. We'll go ahead and do a little bit of fishing. Well, when you're so bored you're considering fishing. Well. This is the merchant.
Friend!
To help with the money. Exit. Zabi!
Have need of a zap.
See if we have any crown shit. Pull out. Hello!
What do you require of a zap?
death will mean nothing to me. You are but a minor distraction. Daedra, the anchors, you destroy them in vain. You've done well. Now it ends. Come, Riddle. Feast. When you destroy the next, this one will have returned.
80-gram lethal poison.
shirt arms. I found her issue. Come forth and destroy. This will not finish me.
There we go! We now have Fighters Guild 5, which means we can technically go through and finish up at the proper places, so to speak. They're, of course, also close to level 35. Once we get there, we will be, of course, adjusting our armor accordingly. In the meantime, and in the between time, first, I'd like to make a mosh. Second, oh, lordy, we got a new smart treasure map. We'll help to Vitestata.
Beware, stranger. The dead walk the crest.
There's our dirt mound. Hidden treasure. Oh, nice. Nicely done.
There's an urgent task for you.
There always is.
Am I drunk or is it me?
This is not good news. Unbelievable. To think, Raziem was recruited into the guild by Colors herself.
My homeland ablaze and the guild split asunder. I never thought I'd live to see the day.
I bet things are gonna get really interesting round here.
Were it solely up to me, I'd have her head on a pike.
We'll contact you again soon.
Oh.
One one more and you'll be good looking.
And I'm out.
Comrade, a word.
Banana! Alrighty then. This time we have to go to a different Mages Guild, D-Watch.
Always a pleasure.
If you came for
Try
crafting
not to lose
certification, I can assist you.
Over here! We have much to discuss, you and I.
I'll have his heart.
Yeah, you got 2 thirds here. This is just one of those things that really, really needs to get fixed. Alright, welcome to our Abner Tharms for the evening. They can certainly get the right Abner Tharm. There we go.
Ah, excellent. You got my message. Apparently that little creature isn't completely useless. Banekin can be such children. I hope you've nothing pressing. We could be here a while.
Alright. Why are you dressed like a sister of charity?
I can't be strutting around the city wearing my imperial regalia, can I? Your
Fair
concern
point.
about my fashion sense is touching, but I've called you here for a reason. If we are to determine a course of action, we need more information.
What? Well, we'll set aside you looking like Nuns in the Dole for the moment, and what are you talking about?
By now, it should be clear your prophet emperor brought these catastrophic events upon us. Everything that transpired is his fault.
Well, they deceived him, so I put the blame on him.
Granted. Minimarco can be very persuasive and charismatic when he wants to be. We all believed him when he said we could change Varen's bloodline with the Amulet of Kings.
Varen.
You saved Varen's life when you rescued him in Cold Harbor. In return, he lied to you about his true identity and his part in causing the Soul Burst. He manipulated you from the very start. Perhaps
just like you're manipulating me now.
Why don't you blame Varen?
Oh. Let's not get into who fucking manipulated who here, because technically, I manipulated the whole lot of that. Just by getting you all to follow along. Still no fault.
Varen wants to assemble a new group of companions in the vein of the original 5. Claims it fulfills a prophecy in those wretched scrolls of his. Superstitious nonsense, but he is quite correct on one point. We need to find Sai Sahan.
Say what you will about the Elder Scrolls, but they have a nasty habit of turning out to be correct in the worst possible way, or the most interesting possible way you could see. The point of the question is, why is Sai Sahan so important?
In the chaos following the Soul Burst, Sahan stole the Amulet of Kings and fled the Imperial City. We're going to need that relic, and he is the only one who knows its current location.
Where is Sahan now?
He was captured by Minimarco's agents and taken to a disclosed location. We need to find out where he's being held.
What do you need out of me?
Minimarco keeps his most secret documents at Knife Ear Grotto in Deshan, inside a hidden lair of Daedric cultists. We must travel there and search for clues. Head to
Great.
Knife Ear Grotto in the eastern mountains of Deshan. I will meet you inside. If I can endure Titanborn's inane prattle, I can survive your assuredly erudite elucidations. Proceed. Well, if you must pry. I am Chancellor to the Elder Council and Overlord of Nibene. But of all my titles, the greatest is my family name, Tharn. We are the greatest of the noble houses, with seats at the Imperial Court for countless centuries.
So, a family of politicians.
Politicians? A grossly inadequate word to describe our duties and our legacy. The have a storied history of advising kings and emperors that can be traced back to the First Era. We understand the ebb and flow of power.
So, politicians. What'll happen to you now?
Ah, there's the rub. With my untimely defection, my family will likely be divested of its holdings. The name Tharn is probably being stricken from every document in the Imperial archives as we speak. On the wrong side of history. Don't sound so smug about it. This is a setback, nothing. By allying with you, I will liberate the Empire from Minimarco's grip. The Empire is all that matters to me. I will do what I must to ensure its survival.
What about your daughter, isn't she the Empress Regent?
Lydia. She's comfortably lodged in Minimarco's pocket, along with my nephew, Jabard. I doubt they've given my disappearance a second thought. Ah, fair Clibia. My charming girl grew to be a ruthlessly ambitious woman. I taught her well.
Alrighty then.
There you are. Took you long enough.
That Tharn will be later. Knife Ear Grotto, eh? Well. So, spell. Satchel out. Learn recipe. Soul gem. Outreach treasure map. That'll probably be a probably. Knifear Grotto.
No, thief. To leave possessions with the zombie does nothing.
Also, oh great, this part of the neck of the woods way up the Lesino Sea fell off. Forgetting about that. Oh, somebody decided to fuck with me.
This place smells worse than the harborage.
Hello, Thorn.
Worms? I can and I shall. Where is the Amulet of Kings?
You cannot break the will of a
Mm-hmm.
I spit on you.
So, Saisahan is alive and he has not been broken. An important piece of the puzzle to be sure, but where is he being kept?
It became necessary to relocate Saisan when it became clear that standard interrogation techniques would not work. His will is very strong, no doubt, forged during years spent training in solitude. Attempting to restore the ancient acute art of sword scene, despite his utter failure to manifest the spirit swords, the task that came as naturally as breathing with the ancient masters. Saisahan maintains an unusually strong sense of self. When it was determined that he could resist or outright ignore physical pain, I had him relocated from the depths. The dungeons beneath the Imperial City were a location that might be better suited to break his will and extract the information I seek. My contacts amongst Molly B's stage of servants were receptive to the suggestion. After all, it had been years since any of them had been subjected to the challenge of breaking such a structure with such strong will. Lovely Duchess is anguish that is a touch that is like razors against the flesh. Her voice sears the mind and soul. Her lips are coated with venom, and her intellect is as sharp as her tongue. Practice her art for countless centuries, and I'm confident she'll extract information from the Redguard without killing him. I suppose the Redguard would be disposed of this silver Once the information is earned, perhaps I will give him to the Duchess as a gift. She will almost certainly kill him, I think, but first she will enjoy him as a plaything for many long years. Okay. That's a scamp!
Chimnel Adabar, the amulet of the kings of glory, an artifact of the divines, a badge of office for the ruling emperor of Cyrodiil, and the key to my ascendancy. Yet it eludes me. Exploiting its power to bring about the calamity of our age was intoxicating. It made me aware of the limitless possibilities available to one strong enough and fearless enough to use it to achieve his own ends. The amulet has the power to create or destroy, but it also has the power to undo the damage caused by the soul burst, to mend the tear in the barrier between Nirn and oblivion. I must recover it before some fool fixes that which must remain broken.
He knows of our plan to use the amulet to set things right. We must rescue Sai Sahan before he can be broken.
The unbreakable Redguard. For all his self-doubt, Sai Sahan is proving monstrously difficult to break. Perhaps years of physical training he endured conditions his body make the tortures of the flesh failing to pierce him likewise. The threats of bodily harm against friends and acquaintances had no effect. He merely closes his eyes and promises to avenge them. So deftly he pulled the amulet keys from the fingers of Varian's withering husk amidst the chaos of the soul burst, and then he was gone, a fleeting shadow into the night. I must have it back, family. I am to enact the final stage of my plans. Since the day I played waiting games, Moloch Hall's playing Mel continues unabated. For the time being, this works to my advantage, but I must find the amulet before the playmill concludes, or my plan is doomed to failure. I would tear this continent apart stone by stone if I had to, but for now I shall be patient. Sai Sahan can endure these tortures forever. He will break, and the amulet keys will be mine once again. Just to erase that. Third and final sneaking stone.
The Red Guard's iron will cannot be overcome with standard interrogation techniques. Physical tortures appear to be useless. I have therefore instructed the Daedra to move Sai Sahan into the halls of torment. The Duchess will be most pleased to have a new guest. His flesh is strong, but perhaps her tortures of the mind will break him. I have come too far to allow this upstart sword master to thwart my plans. I will find the answer one way or another.
This is the information we've been looking looking for.
Kimil Adabal. The amulet of the King's Glory, pendant of the red diamond to Kimil Adabal. I alien relic of divine investiture, but this exists concerning whose creation is much as fact. As the vessel of Akatosh's will, it is tied to him in a very real way. The corruption of the Dragonfire ritual is a tax we never. I have spent weeks inscribing the list of ramifications of that act, whether it's foolishly changes in birthright trusting simpleton. Herein now lies adrift in Mundus, vulnerable to the parasitic danger that feasts upon the souls of its people. Tharn was asked me outright if the amulet could be used to repair the damage wrought by the soul burst. The subtlety was never a part of Abner's repertoire. I could see the scheming machinations behind anxieties and his pledged his loyalty to him. He needs a scheming politician who inspires to be a god. It just, this question is, of course, yes, that is why I must seize the amulet and protect it. It is this vessel to which I will support my would-be master and assume dominion over two worlds. Why would a god selfish? There we go.
At last. Sai Sahan has been...
You know where that is.
It's Cold Harbor's most nefarious prison. The Daedra in the halls of torment reach deep into the dark places of a prisoner's mind and torture them with apparitions of the things they most dread.
It sounds a fair bit like what happened to Lyris. I'm gonna have to put this mouse pad up here. Squeeze this in.
It's an effective tactic. The Daedra mock our emotional attachments and the memories that form our sense of self. Daedra have no use for such things. They are immortal. It's impossible to kill Daedra. They simply reform over time.
So yeah, basically we can't kill him, we just send him neutral. We do need to rescue Sai Sahan though. Can you get us to the halls of torment?
Of course I can. I am Abner Tharn. But first, I have a bit more research to do. Go back to the Harbridge and tell Varen what we've discovered. I'll meet you there once I've made the necessary preparations.
Very well. To Navier Grotto. Normally, I would actually just take the thing over to the right and thing over to the left, and then head on over to the Harbridge that way. We're actually going to take a quickie, much more interesting way.
Fate needs you, Roxy.
Now we head to Harperford. Because Harperford. Talk to Johnny Prophet.
What's wrong? You look like you've seen a wraith. Thorn's been gone for hours. I think he's up to something.
You always do something.
An unexpected visit. What brings you back, Vestige?
Well, Thor and I found out where we're keeping Sai's.
At last. Where can he be found?
Cold Harbor prison called Halls of Torment.
Well done. I will begin searching for a safe route to the Halls of Torment immediately.
Anything else?
I was going to say that a river flows and we are slaves to its current. But I am done with riddles and metaphors. When Dawn returns, we will combine our resources. We will find a path.
Number 4. Oh. Alright. Well, a bit further than I cared to, but that's alright. There we go! And that, monsieur, is how you handle that shit. I got a package for an Erlon scholar.
Daedric Ruin doing here? What's its purpose? Oh God, is there blood coming out of my hair?
And your note and an artifact.
Oh, cool, this is a very rare Daedric beard pot.
Thank you! And now, Fort Amel.
Your own king declared us allies, but still, you turn us away.
Don't put words in my mouth, Dark Elf. I said you could enter Fort Armor, but the inn is full, so you can't stay. Official business of the kingdom takes precedence after all.
This is ridiculous, and we've come such a long way. You'll find somewhere else to rest. Somewhere not filled with such hate.
Alright.
If you're part of this group, I already explained this a dozen times. Feel free to enter Fort Armel, but King Yoren and the Ebonheart Pact leaders that's not for me to say. I don't even want to guess.
Thank you for the information.
Vessels, meet me at the harborage. We are ready to rescue Sai Sahan.
Oh, now you're ready. It does sound like we are at a good place here.
Where's that lazy skiver? I'm going to kill you. What do you want? Someone steal your gold pouch or something?
Wonder what's going on in town.
What's it matter to you? Have business with the king, do you? We stand in line with the rest of the peasants. Seems like every alley rat decided to show up and whine about something when they heard the king was coming. But he's not here for that.
What's he here for?
The king shows up with his honor guard and all the pact officials, clearly up to something important. And you just expect... You're going to stick your nose into this no matter what I say, aren't you? Fine. Thod decided to have a drink with the prince's entourage last night. Haven't seen him since. Probably... I just want this all to be over.
Fine Century Thought.
The guild has need of you, comrade.
Later.
The tales of Nords and their mead drinking are legendary, but Yegi here? He's absolutely epic. He's been drinking for 2 days straight now. 2 days.
Okay, well, at least we know where to get a liver transplant, first of all. Second, I heard one of Fort Amel's guards was boozing up here last night.
You must mean that drunken idiot who tried to keep up with Yegi. He wasn't even in the same league. Whatever he was drinking was pretty foul, though. Smelled more like wet Kaguti than sweet mead. I think it might have been Argonian.
You know where he went?
He wandered toward the river, carrying a few bottles of that vile Argonian beverage. He's probably still down there. I'd wait.
Just in time.
You really don't need to follow the model trail, you just gotta find Thod.
Oh yes, Narayu. Whatever you say, Narayu.
Guard Thod, wake up.
I don't want to. Want to sleep. A perfectly good dream. Oh, Narayu. I love...
The guild requests your help.
Of course they did.
I heard there's a crater in the middle of... Oh, if you're still looking for Thod, I wouldn't worry about it. He and the commander headed for the barracks. Thod's getting an earful, I'm sure. I apologize if we wasted your time.
I just left Thod. He was passed out by the river.
I'm sure it was one of the other guards. There are... Listen, I saw them both just a moment ago, and unlike the commander, both the commander and Thod headed towards the barracks on the west side of town. If you... Both the...
I told you that we need to be patient. You're always in such a hurry. It's starting to get on my nerves.
You're enjoying that body too much, I think. Why, I have a mind to...
Body too much of a...
Can I help you with something? The commander is occupied by other matters at the moment. Well, how about you hide behind the rocks nearby and wait for ER? You wouldn't want him to know you were following him now, would you?
Took you long enough, Commander.
I thought I was being followed. We have to be smart about all this.
Don't insult my intelligence. I know we only get one chance at this. Besides, word from the inside is that things are going well.
Good, good. I took care of things on my end. I stuffed all of the duplicates in Marla's house. As long as no one goes snooping around in there, we'll be fine.
Marla's house. Whose house? Marla's house. Oh, fuck. That's a dead Marla. Molybdenum. Molybdenum. Here are the empty bottles that contain Dallin's potion. I recommend getting them out of town now the elixir's been circulated. The quality of alchemy and the engaged rooms is employees both from the same trope. I've been telling everyone to use regarding posting to make sure how you find me or got news by it. Usually suspicious that it's changing heart. Right? By the 8, one of the arms drank 8 bottles of it, potion on one foot. He drowned himself. The elixirs are working, people will be confused if they start seeing double them. Monitor everything that is shooting at. I've been dealing with things at the barracks. It's amazing where you can go when you look like the commander. Then I'll meet Marla to discuss any final details. Balance did its part, now it's our turn.
You just have to poke your nose into things that don't concern you, don't you? You can join the rest of the bodies in here. You're too late. You'll never stop Vilgor's plans.
Oh. More chill out.
afraid you just missed Commander Eon. Again. Have you been drinking with Thane Yegi and the soldiers? What? All of this in Marla's house? After that story, I think I might be... Listen, let's say I believe you. No, I didn't say that. He's the Jarl. You'll probably find Lord Vela. You have to. You certainly are insistent.
Oh, good lord.
Has need of you, comrade.
Lord Verla. Lord Verla.
So, was the hunt successful? What?
Treason and murder.
No, I never imagined. I think you better tell me what happened, friend. And start at the beginning.
Stormfist spies replaced Yarn and killed people including Dark Elves.
Lower your voice. This can't be. How could Fildgor's soldiers get into the fort without being noticed? Did you tell anyone else about this?
Only Glard Loner. She's looking at it.
I'll need to have a word with Loanor. The implications for the Pact are horrifying. Dark Elves and Nords have died. Fingerpoint. Go to the Nord camp and speak with Thane Harvald. He's honorable and intelligent. I'm sure he'll want to keep this quiet.
Alright. Two! Talk to Thane Harvald.
Comrade, a word.
Banana.
The Nord don't need the help of the weakling Argonians and the cowardly Dark Elves. We can win this war on our own.
Your uncle Fildgor has allied himself with the Stormfist clan and the Orcs, my prince. We need all the help we can get. You need to apologize to the delegates and get them back to the table before this rift grows any wider.
Let the pact shatter and fall for all I care. We need no one but ourselves. You grow old and weak, Harvold, like my father. This conversation is over.
Prince Ernskar must emulate the wolves and find his...
Stand back and let me show you how it's done.
The prince in his hot temper. He decided to hold his own meeting while the king... Talk freely. Thane Oda is as trustworthy as I, and that's not what I wanted to hear. The prince will have to be told about. I can't keep secrets from my prince, no matter how...
Okay.
The prince in his hot temper. What does he always do? He opened his mouth and...
Why hold a summit in such a frigid place? You want our respect? Come to Mournhold and dine like real nobles. Don't send us on a damn... I have no issues with King Yoren, but his son is an imbecile. He believes that the Nords are superior to all. And he had the audacity to insult Our Lady Amalexia.
I don't think he needed.
See how well the Nords do against the Stormfists without our help. Let me think. No, nothing comes to mind. The Dunmer are finished helping those who show no respect or...
Certain. Alright, that's it.
Oh, whatever may I assist you with? Perhaps you need your pillow fluffed, or maybe you need me to cut up your food for you. Wait, I know you. From Deshawn. Don't say a word. No one must know who or what I am.
I dress like a certain...
Shh, no one needs to know that. Veron gave me my first solo contract. It's a special one. The target's around here somewhere, but I haven't pinpointed where just yet, so I'm in disguise. Not my first choice of garb, but it works.
Do you think you can, twist his dick around behind his arm and, get Geld to work with his hand?
Geld is an idiot. And the prince is, well, he's a royal idiot. Bringing those two together might hurt more than help with any problems you have here. But since you asked so nicely, I can help. Might even get me closer to my goal. I can be rather convincing when I need to be, especially in this attire. The Jarl keeps some of his best ones. While I hate to hide such good looks, for a friend, anything.
The guard uniform's pretty easy. Get that off of Thod.
Oh yes, Naryu.
There's an urgent task for you.
I think I figured out why cats like us so much. It's because we are so beautiful and we smell good. Excuse me, but who are you? And why is King Yoren requesting it? The prince cares nothing for us. He refused. King Yoren is a good man, strong and wise. I hear he hates cats. He gave shelter to my people when they fled from the Stormfists and their orc allies. But that doesn't change the current situation. It's too late to help Darkwater, but not to reclaim our honor. A deal.
Alright. Time to pick us up a nice head of Death in Winter. Chock full of heady goodness. And no, I'm not doing the accent. Ordinary troll. Death in Winter, hello!
The guild requests your help.
What's that? Perhaps.
hate cats. They make me itch.
What in Time's name was that?
Thankfully, picking up the cat was reasonably well enough.
The guild has need of you, comrade.
And they'll be gotten to in due course.
Do
How are
you know
you?
that Swit had me fetch while you were gone? Food from the other tent, as if walking 10 feet would kill him. I got the food, though. Added a special berry, too. His stomach would appreciate it.
Here's the one.
I knew I could count on you. Reliability is an act to get Gelds nice and comfortable. Then I'll convince him that what he just drank. Of course. How did you think I was going to convince him? Now, do me a favor and stay alert out there. I've seen enough shadows and sheepish grins to know that something isn't right in Fort Armor. But that's why I'm here now, isn't it?
I heard that you've been hard at work.
Mhm.
I spoke to Prince Ernskar. He agrees that he might... With the Pact working together again, we should be able to sniff out Filgor's theft. Action, the gates have... King Yor.
Seven 80655. So one more woolly mammoth or giant should end up being sufficient to get me over to level 35. Like this tinnitus planned. We'll grab that. Commit those, and then we should be ready for more. Oh! There we go. There we go. We've got 7 here, so that's usually the starting point. Well, 6 after you have to be resourceful here. $40, $50, and these 2 are next, so... There we go. There we go. Let's accompany Lord Verlop, eh?
That's strange. Where are the guards? Oh, that's right. They're dead. Just like you're about to be. You know, you were a real pain in my side. I sent you after Ian and Marla, but somehow you survived. Then I sent you to sabotage the prince. But instead, you brought the pack together. Well, if you want something done, you just have to do it yourself.
Move or call out and lose your tongue. Simple,
Wait.
right?
Don't kill me. I can help you. Yoren's still alive. You need me.
No one likes a liar, Nord. No one. Let's talk here. Told you something bad was gonna happen. I didn't.
You know what's going on
I've been
here?
tracking a Breton illusionist by the name of Dalin for a while now. The villain? Not exactly.
Mhm.
Waiter, he's inside the keep. I'm not sure what we'll... I need to make sure our Alliance friends are playing nice with each other. Then well, thanks.
Let's find a key to the manor.
Are you an idiot? We're surrounded by the enemy.
The big bad storm fists are outside. Maybe we should go upstairs so I can protect you, all proper like.
People really frustrate me sometimes. Maybe we should go upstairs so I can protect you. Windows are wonderful things, my dog. I found two. I don't think you'll just find.
I'm going to open the doors. And you're in. Safe room.
So you have finally come to the aid of the king.
You shall be rewarded for your efforts. For now, while I serve and please me here that you should serve whatever needed to be useful. I would imagine an elixir allows you to steal from forming and drinks remarkable, and the other potion, poison, make sure my dear brother gets a full dose to deadly influence.
Thank you for all intent and purposes. I am the real. Verlop did say that he would take care of her. He's enjoying a gift from... Well, yes. That's...
Darlin said you were coming after us. Let's see how you handle two of the best warriors of the Stormfist Brigade.
Well done. Too little, too late. The false king is dead. Once you join him, Fildgor will rule this land.
And unfortunately, it didn't quite work out as planned.
I can't believe the Stormfists had the audacity to disrupt this proceeding and attack the Nord King.
King Yoren's breathing is shallow. The poison Dala knew. The illusionist fooled us all. His magic allowed the Stormfist. Fighting broke out as soon as King Yoren fell ill. She never identified herself. We should be fine.
Let's go ahead and do this. How are you?
I figured it'd be up here. Another contract completed by... When you entered the safe room, I heard... Well, I couldn't let you have all... I was talking about you, but I also figured Hildegard plays dirty. I wish I could help more, but I've already... Always the hero, aren't you?
The hero who defeated General Sarian is always a welcome sight.
Where is my father? What did Filgor might have driven the blade, but the dark guards go to the king at once. Then we are allies for now. Let's go to my father.
There must be something we can do for the king. The storms have been dealt with, and the duplicates rounded up. But what now? And the poison weakens the king. The blood of a vampire gives strength. His body is shutting down. The hot springs to the north. The Argonians joked about one of their own during the feast. They called the spirits assure me that this dreamwalker still lives. I am connected to the spirits. I found I was young, and I missed my family.
Alrighty then. And now, this is going to be a fun one here because this one sadly requires us to do a fair bit of questing work, but that is going to be another time, I do believe, because it is actually not only damn near 3:30, but I am largely sitting in armor that I should have changed out about 15 levels. So, we'll be kicking back with more of this here at 8 o'clock, of course. So, all that said here, do take care of yourselves out there, folks, and remember, we are all in this together. See y'all next time. Peace out. Twitch. And who is going to get a visit here? We'll drop in on Fenneku. They look like they're doing some Stardew Valley, or at least try to. And we raid them! Si, senor! So, until next time, peace.